Next, we will explore the different features of the function generator. Basically, we have the function generator connected to the oscilloscope. So, in this activity, what you need to do is just experiment with the different features of the function generator and observe them using the oscilloscope. So, I have set to a sine wave of 1 kilohertz and 2 volts peak to peak, but experimenting with different waveforms or frequencies is essentially playing with the buttons here. So if I select the function button, I will go to the square waveform, and you can see in the oscilloscope a square waveform is displayed. And again, I can go to the frequency. I can change the frequency using the knob, and as you can see, when I change it, the x-axis changes. Or I can go to the amplitude, and I can adjust the amplitude, and as you can see, the y-axis changes. So like this, you can experiment with different types of waveforms. So you can even go for a triangular waveform, and not only with the functions of the function generator, but even in the oscilloscope. Earlier I told regarding the horizontal and vertical systems. So this is the vertical system. For example, you can play with these knobs. So the big knob adjusts the scaling of the signal in y-axis, and then the small knob basically changes the position. Always you can press the small knob to return it to the origin position, and you can play around with it. This is particularly useful if you have two waveforms displayed and if you want to observe both waveforms simultaneously. And once again, when you press it, it will reset. Similarly, you can also adjust the horizontal system as well. Again, when you turn the knob, it will scale it in the x-axis, and then the small knob always changes the position. Again, you can press it to return it to 0 position, and if you want to change the scaling automatically, you can again press the auto set button, and it will do the settings automatically. Now, the other system in the oscilloscope is a trigger system. To explain that, I will actually go for a square waveform in the function generator. Doesn't matter the frequency or the amplitude, and basically I have this displayed here. Now in the trigger system, you can see it is in the very corner. There is a small knob. This is essentially the level that you are triggering. So right now, if you press the menu in the trigger setting, it is defined as edge triggering. So as long as, so if you select edge, so it can have certain other features as well, edge pulse width or some other functions. Again, you can change the rising edge or falling edge. So again, different functions and settings are there, but the main thing you need to understand is this trigger level is what's making the signal still. This is a moving signal. Only the trigger level will actually make the signal still. So this is currently set to the edge triggering setting. As long as it detects an edge, it will display the signal correctly. But the second, so you can manually adjust it using this knob. The second it stops detecting an edge, the signal basically runs along the screen. So this is why digital oscilloscopes are very interesting and very remarkable measuring instruments, because of these functions. So you can see edge triggering like that. So you can have different types of triggers as well, but at this initial stage we are sticking with the default settings, that is edge triggering. So like that, you can actually experiment with different functions, different frequencies, different amplitudes, different offsets, and etc., and try to produce those signals in the oscilloscope and observe their behavior. And also you can change certain settings of the oscilloscope and identify and understand what they do. So this is a brief overview of the features of a function generator and oscilloscope.